Hey guys, today I want to talk to you a little bit about skincare. Um, Throughout my undergrad for college, I worked as a makeup artist, and the number one issue people had when they came in was that they thought the makeup was going to make them all of a sudden have this different look. And that's not makeup is meant to go over what you already have and be able to enhance what you already have and not necessarily get rid of these huge blemishes that you have. It can help disguise them, but if you're not taking care of your skin, then there's only so much your makeup can do. So I pulled out all of my skincare products that I truly use, which may end up seeming like a lot, but my face, I don't really ever have breakouts. I have a little dryness here and there depending on the time of year, I guess you would say. But other than that, I really don't have skincare issues, and I think it's because I take care of my skin. So we'll start off with the basics and we'll go into the more depth of things. I will tell you right now, most of them are Merle Norman products because that is who I used to work for, was Merle Norman. And I saw these women that have come in that had been using Merle Norman skincare for decades, and their skin looked just flawless. And to me, that's a true testimonial to the product, that if women can come in and still look like they're in their 20s or 30s and they're really 50 or 60, then the products must be working. So that's what I've been using basically for about the last decade. I've changed some things here and there, added in a couple drugstore products, but the majority of them all are Merle Norman. So we'll just start off with the basics. I mentioned these before in my, I believe it was my May favorites, I think, when I did it, but it is the Brilliant Sea line that Merle Norman carries, and this is the face wash, which I just got more of, thank goodness, because my face was missing it. And basically, Brilliant Sea, what it's going to do is it brightens up your skin. A lot of us have the dull skin. It's not the best looking. So when you use Brilliant Sea, what you're doing is it is taking the orange extract, that vitamin C, out of it, and it's putting that into your skin, which a lot of these, like the BB creams, the CC creams, the whatever cream, the next thing that comes out, basically does a lot of the same things. But Merle Norman has been doing it for years now, and I think it's a wonderful product. Even though my skin is somewhat dry sometimes and this foams, I've kind of found another product that I use once or twice a week to kind of counteract that, because my skin, it makes a huge difference. When I don't wear makeup and I use my Brilliant Sea products, people still think my skin looks really good because it is bright and it doesn't look dull, and that's because of the Brilliant Sea. So I use the cleanser morning and night. I also then I follow that up with the toner. Some people don't normally believe in toners. I think especially if you wear makeup, you need to use toner, because ladies, gentlemen, whoever out there is watching that uses makeup, when you wash your face, you think it's clean, and then you go on with the toner afterwards, and then you see all the junk that's still left on that pad that the toner got off, that you would have just went on your merry way with, thinking that your face was clean, and it's not. So make sure that you are using a toner, and I like the Brilliant Sea toner because I like to stick with the same line for things, and again, I like my face to look bright. I don't like it to look dull, especially with summer coming. You want to look that bronze, dewy, glowed look, and this helps do that. After that, I have the Brilliant Sea Serum, which I just squirt out. It just comes with the little top like that, and you just squirt one squirt in your hand, and I dab it all over my face, and I just rub it in. You don't need a lot of serum. Serum is not meant to have to use a lot of it. If you have a serum and you're using a lot of it, it's probably not the best serum, because serums are normally concentrated, so you only need a little bit, and just dab in key areas and then just rub in. So again, I use this after I'm done toning, so I'll put this all over my face. This is their Brilliant Sea Under Eye Cream. So I just take a little bit out of the tube on my fingers again, and just a little bit, and just tap it in underneath my eyes, always going upward and applying it the least amount of pressure as possible. They do say that if you use your ring fingers, I was going to give you the middle finger, but if you use your ring finger, that is supposed to apply the least amount of pressure. So you can go up and around. Don't ever bring it down, because we're trying to counteract what gravity is trying to do to our face. And then I finish it up with the Brilliancy moisturizer. And again, this you just use sparingly, dot it on, rub it in, and then I'm good to go. And my face feels fabulous. And I know it sounds like a lot of steps, but once you get used to it, you kind of can get it down like that. It probably doesn't take me more than 2 to 3 minutes to do all these steps because it's just so automatic that you get used to doing them. So this is kind of my everyday, in the morning, most of the time, is Brilliancy. Sometimes I'll use it at night if my face is feeling extra dull, but normally the morning I use the Brilliancy so that my face is bright and lovely for the day. And then at night, I still use my Brilliancy cleanser because I still use this cleanser at night. And then after I use this cleanser, what I switch to, instead of using the serums and the stuff of Brilliancy, what I use is the Fine Line Minimizer, which basically feels just like silk. It's lovely. Again, just pop the top off, literally one pump. If you use more than that, you're insane, because the stuff, you're wasting it and you're just putting too much on your face. So you do one pump, and again, I put it where your wrinkles are. You know, trying to fight. I gotta move over for the camera. Ooh, there we go. I'm trying to fight the wrinkles here and here, around the lips and around here, and then I just rub it in, pat it in again, and then after that, I go in with my Wrinkle Smoother moisturizer. Same thing I do with the Brilliancy, just tap it in around this face and rub it in. And then I go in and I do my Wrinkle Smoother eye cream. They do have, which again, going upwards, not bringing it down, because that would just be silly. You're trying to counteract wrinkles. Why would you push yourself down and try to give yourself wrinkles? So use this sparingly. Again, you don't need a lot of any of these products. They do have a lip wrinkle smoother that I should probably start investing in, because I'm starting to notice I got some wrinkles. I don't want to talk about it, but anyway, so I might have to start investing in that. Oh, the 20s. Anyway, so I'm getting beside myself. So that's basically what I use on a daily basis, as far as just like cleansers, moisturizers, serums, under eye creams, those kinds of things. That's what I use. If I'm having something's going on, I've posted it before on my Facebook page, Hair by Christy, this product, which is, where is it at? Right here. Again, Merle Norman. It's your moisture-rich facial treatment. If I go out and accidentally forget to put sunscreen on, which is awful for your skin, and I get sunburnt, what I do is, the minute I come home, I lather this stuff on my face, and I let it sit for hours. And it smells so good. It smells like cucumbers. Oh, if you guys could smell it. Take a whiff. Oh, and if you know you're going to be out at the pool for the day, like I know this weekend I'm going to be out the pool, I'll probably put this in the fridge before I leave, so that when I come home it's nice and cool when I put it on my face. Because even if I don't necessarily get a sunburn, it's just nice because the moisture in there keeps any dryness from the sun. It keeps your skin so smooth and moisturized feeling. I love it. I can't go without this in the summer. In the winter, sometimes I use it as well, like just as a regular mask, but I will use this in the summer anytime I go to the beach or I'm out in the sun for the day. When I come home, I wash my face, I tone it, I do all that fun stuff, and I put the mask on and I let it sit for hours. It'll just soak in, so eventually you don't even see it, because it starts off like kind of green on your skin, but once it's in and it's been sitting there, it just soaks in and you just carry on with your day. Sometimes I've left it on for 2 to 3 hours and it hasn't done anything other than make my face, you know, feel like butter. So this is the Moisture Rich facial treatment that I use. If during the week I find that my skin is feeling dry, which sometimes it does, especially with the change of the seasons, a new product that is not Merle Norman, this is drugstore, that they actually just came out with. It's Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Cream Cleanser with Clary Sage. So this is the Burt's Bees, which I'm a big fan of because most of their stuff is organic and doesn't have all the different junk in it that, you know, you really don't need on your skin. So this is a cream and it's lovely. I squeeze it out, put it on my face, and then what I do is I take my Olay lovely little brush. You can see it here moving. That some people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, that was Clarisonic. you may be familiar with Clarisonic. This is Olay Professional. This is their version. I spent, I think, $30 on this, and it is awesome. So you don't need Clarisonic. People will tell you, oh, get the Clarisonic. Get the, oh, Clarisonic. Clarisonic is like $200 to $300, and it does the same thing. It's a brush that moves. Get the Olay Professional for $30. And I think even right now, Target's doing a special where it's like something for breast cancer, which is odd because it's June. But anyway, so it's like you get this one in a special color. I think it's like pink, and it comes with their Olay's version of like an exfoliator plus CoverGirl lipstick or something. So definitely invest in one of these. So I'll put the Burt's Bees on the cream. I'll put it on kind of sparingly, and then I just sit there with my little, and I just, oh, rub it in, nothing too serious. I just work it. I know for me, a sensitive area are my cheeks, so I don't spend too much time with the brush on the cheeks. I might do more with my fingers, and then when I rinse it off, my skin is so beautifully hydrated. And then I go in with my Wrinkle Smoother if it's at night most of the time, and I put that on top, and in the morning there's no dry, there's no dry spots, and it's not oily, which is one of the things that I really like about the Burt's Bees, because this doesn't make it oily. I was afraid when it's intense hydration that sometimes it's too intense and then it makes your skin oily, but this actually did not do that, and I love it, and it smells so good. And I can't say enough good things about it. So it's at your drugstore. I think it's like $9.99 or something like that. It's new. They just came out with it. They have them in like the smaller travel little packs or whatever. I'm always a proponent of buying the smaller ones first to try it, because you never know what's going to irritate your skin. When I bought this, I think I got this at Walgreens. They didn't have the smaller version. They only had this size. But I know Target carries it where you can get it in the smaller one. So if you want to just try it out just to have it, especially with the summer, I'm thinking this might be my go-to face wash before I do my moisture-rich facial treatment after the beach or after the, being out in the sun. Because I hate, there's nothing worse than in the summer when you want to have that pretty glowing bronze look, and then all you have is peeling like patches of redness and like, oh, sorry about that, my piece of my nose skin just fell in my food while I was eating. Disgusting. It's hard to play that off. So I would suggest investing in this as well as the moisture facial treatment. If for some reason I tend to have dry skin that just will not go away, because sometimes we all have issues. We have different issues. Skin changes with hormones, with environment, with different meds you're on, whatever the case may be. If there's ever a time when I really need a deeper exfoliation, I use by Merle Norman. It's called Polish Perfection, and what it is it's just, again, it's just, you just squeeze it out, but this, it has like a grit in it. So what I do is I'll wash my face with normally my Brilliancy cleanser. I normally do this in the shower because I find that when I do the exfoliation, for some reason those little grits like to kind of like spit places when I use my brush, my Olay brush. So I do this in the shower. So I'll rinse my face, and then I will put on, I'll just squeeze some in. You don't have to put a ton in because you're not rubbing it into your face. You're just laying the gentle or the Polish Perfection on your face, and then you take your brush. And if you don't have one like this, I know Merle Norman sells just the regular brushes that you can like actually use your own hand to move around, because you use your hand for this too, but this has different speeds, and I just think it does a better job. Sephora sells them too, so you can get brushes if you can't afford the $30 for the Olay Professional. You can get those at Sephora or Merle Norman or wherever it may be. But then you just sit in the shower and you just work it in. You have it on your face and you just let the brush do the work. Just move your hand. You don't need to apply the pressure. You just move your hand around your face, and that will help exfoliate any dead skin that you have. And really, you should probably exfoliate at least, I would say, every other week, just in general, so your skin is as bright and fresh as it can be. So you don't always have to wait for yourself to see the dry skin. You can just exfoliate, because exfoliation is good for your skin, and it helps the moisturizer and all the money you're spending on your serums be able to penetrate deeper into your skin. So try exfoliating. Again, if you're not close to Merle Norman or you can't get to a Merle Norman, I use the Polish Perfection, but you could probably find something over the counter. But what you're looking for is something that has like a grit in it. Like, and if you don't know what I mean by grit, like kind of like little beady thingies. Sometimes like Clean and Clear will say like, oh, an exfoliator. You're looking for something that has the word exfoliate in it, which basically is what you're looking for. But you can only do so much exfoliation when you just use your fingers. So I would suggest in looking to see if you can invest in some kind of brush, whether, like I said, it's the Olay, or if you can just find one maybe in the beauty aisle that's just something you can just rub. Another thing, a couple other things I have to talk about, 2 more to be exact. Let's talk about pores, shall we? We all hate them. We all have them. Some of them are bigger than others. Some of them are not. Some of us don't take care of our pores at all. And when I see you, I just want to squeeze them and make the little stuff pop out because I just want you to shrink your pores. This product right here, the Miracol, the Miracol Creamy Formula Revitalizing Cream. There's a couple different versions of Miracol if you have like a, how should I say this, a more serious issue going on with your pores. You can get a booster that will help with that from Earl Norman. But basically what it is, it's this awesome pink stuff. And just on a side note, you know, I don't like to drop names, but Oprah uses this. I mean, we haven't used it together. Oprah's not my friend. Well, I pretend like she is, but she doesn't call me back. But so this is a creamy, wonderful thing that you put on your face, and after you wash your face, you put this on, and you kind of put it on liberally. You know, you don't want just like, oh, look, a little thin patch, but a little bit more of it, and you let it sit. I personally feel that I let it sit on maybe too long, but I feel like if I'm going to use it, I'm going to let it sit there and suck out those pores. I will let it sit on for probably 45 minutes to an hour. Some people can't let it last that long because it gets hard on your face. Like you will literally, like if you put it on, your face ends up looking like this. And you can't move it at all when you do things. It's because it gets hard, because what it's doing is it's going inside those pores and it's sucking all that stuff out so your pores can shrink back. So I love it. And you can even use this as spot treatment. Like a lot of times my nose will get a lot of the pores worse than the rest of my face. So instead of having to use it all on my face, sometimes I just do my nose. And the easiest way to get it off, some people have a hard time rinsing it off. Take a wash rag and with lukewarm water and just circular motions rub it off your face. And it will come off and you will feel like $1,000,000 once you put some moisturizer on, because it normally dries my face out a lot. If you have rosacea, do not use this. This is not meant for people with rosacea. If when you put this on, sometimes like I said, my cheeks are a sensitive area. So if I had just exfoliate it or something like that, sometimes it is a little much to put on my cheeks right after that, because sometimes it will give me a burning sensation just because I have a sensitive area. That's why people with rosacea can't use it. So you'll learn if you try this product and you feel like, oh, this spot hurts a little bit, you can just rinse it off right away and just know not to put it on that spot. That doesn't mean you can't use it on other places and get rid of pores. So again, this is Miracol, and I'll of course link or tell you all the information down below and then link you to the Earl Norman website. And the last thing that I use is an oil-free Neutrogena. The oil-free, let me get it so you can see, and oh, there it is. The oil-free makeup remover. This is what I use because you need to get that makeup off at night, ladies. And again, gentlemen, if you want to wear eye makeup, do it. Do it up. I say fabulous. You can use this at night. Make sure you shake it. A lot of people don't know you should probably be shaking your eye makeup removers because they will separate. That's part of the reason why it's able to get the eyeshadow and permanent stuff off your eyes. I use permanent or water resistant, I guess you would say, mascara, as well as eyeliner, as well as sometimes even eyeshadow that Tarte came out with. So, and this gets it off. So I would suggest using this. You can get this from the drugstore. Again, I think it was like $5.99 or something like that. And I know like Walgreens, I think, has their own version of it, and I think Target does. I've tried Walgreens version, trying to save a couple bucks. It doesn't work, so don't get it. Do the Neutrogena one. And I've tried a couple of other brands, and again, I mean, if you're looking for something over the counter, I definitely think this is the best one, the Neutrogena. So those are all of my skincare products. It sounds like a lot, but you know, makeup can only do so much. So you remember, you need to take care of your canvas, which is your face, with skincare. Invest in skincare because some people have no problem going and dropping $30 on a NARS bronzer, let's say. But if you ask them to spend $20 on a moisturizer, they're like, what? $20 for moisturizer? You're crazy. Well, your bronzer is going to look like crap if you don't spend the $20 on the moisturizer, people. So start investing in some good skincare. You might have to go through some bad ones before you get to the ones that work for your skin. Go ask for even at CVS and I know Walgreens, if you keep the receipt, you can return anything. So if you get it and you're like, try it a couple days and it doesn't work for you, take it back. Don't just count it as a loss and be like, oh, it was only $5.99, so I'm not going to take it back. Take it back. I've done it. Also, if you're going to the higher end, they should give you samples to make sure it doesn't irritate your skin. And if you go to some place that isn't giving you samples, then you probably don't want to be a customer of theirs, because that means that they don't care enough about their potential clients or customers to make sure you like the product before you invest in it. So if you have any other questions specifically about any skincare that you may have issues with, or products you want to know if I've tried or anything like that, you can go ahead and put them in the comments below. And I'll be back with more information about who knows what. Hope you're all loving my blonde hair. I love it for summertime. If you're looking to go blonde, if you want that summer look, don't forget Hair by Christy. I'll put the information below. See you later.